Hi, my name is Jay Grams. My family has owned the Volo Auto Museum since 1960. We have a few hundred of the most exciting collector cars, and they're all for sale in one location. I personally have handpicked them from around the country. Welcome to my sales shop. Come on, let's go for a spin. Hey everyone, I am super excited to show you a 1963 split window Corvette, one of the most iconic collector cars of all time. This one here is body off the frame restored about 590 miles ago, has its numbers match motor, factory colors. It's a really nice example of a split window. If you visit volocars.com, that's where you can see all the pictures top to bottom, get all the specs and information on this car, including the price. We list the price on all of our cars at volocars.com. There's a few hundred collector cars on there for sale. Also, take a second to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Click on the bell icon. That way you'll see these videos first as they come out. But right now, why don't I take you for a spin in a 63 split window. Back in the day when these were just used cars, my father was buying and selling these. We have a picture of split windows and big blocks, lined up, about 10 of them. And you can see on the windshield it was like $2,900. I used to ride in the back. That was before, I guess, seat belts and car seats were important. I was a little kid, 2, 3, 4 years old, riding in the back of these. So my family has a long history with these Corvettes. Right here is what makes the car. The split window. It's got this detail right up the middle of the roof there. And just look at that boat tail design. I mean, this thing is this is artwork on wheels right here. If you really take the time to appreciate it, it is just an incredible car. One of the very few cars that a coupe is worth a lot more than the convertible. You get a 63 convertible, it's worth half of what this car is worth. This is an early car. It has what they call the stubby mirror. It's short. Later on, they're a little taller. It also has a tray under the seat. If you feel under the seat, the fiberglass goes down. There's a little storage compartment there. For whatever reason, they got rid of that later. This one's body off frame restored. The underneath of the car is detailed like a model car. The floors are raw yellow fiberglass like it's supposed to be. All the chassis is completely rebuilt and restored. I mean, new ball joints and bushings and fuel lines and brake lines. The brakes are all redone. Very, very detailed and restored underneath. It has a period correct, and it's a T10 4-speed that's in there. It has its original 336 posi rear end. This was the first year for the 4-wheel independent suspension. It's got the spare tire carrier with the lock, and everything under the car looks new. You can see pictures on our website. It is a factory silver car, and it has actually like a navy blue interior. It's a really dark blue interior, very rare combination. We've studied the trim tag under there with the color codes, and certainly believe that's an original trim tag. So it was born this way, and it's rare. All the chrome has been redone, the bumpers, taillights, emblems, gas cap, correct antenna. It looks like it's been replaced. The stainless moldings look like they're original and just polished out. There's a couple little dimples right here, so the stainless isn't perfect, but it's very nice. Now a Corvette, when you look at where the door fits, you don't just have to look at front and back. It goes all the way into the roof line, and it fits nicely on this car. It has knockoff wheels. Has radial tires so you can drive it, which, by the way, I already drove this car and we videotaped it, so that'll be on our website. It drove fantastic. Shifted, performed, did everything really well. Come with me, let's go find out. what, it accelerates and stops, and the ride feels excellent. One issue, the front end's all new, but there is a little play in the wheel when I was driving. So that's something our shop will check out. I mean, overall though, it rides and feels really nice. No chattering. Yeah, I'm very, very impressed. The headlight doors work really well. They're fiberglass doors. That's the way they're supposed to be on most 63 Vettes. Then they went to metal. There's also T3 headlights in there that someone put in to keep it correct. Windshield's new. The interior is completely restored. New cushions in the seats, new upholstery. They fit beautifully. All new carpet, front and back, matching floor mats. The whole dash area is restored. The gauges are restored. All the gauges work. I told you I test drove it, so the temperature, the charging, the tach, the fuel gauge, all of it was working. Quartz movement in the clock. The dash pads, the two humps are really nice. The door, the glove box door in a 63 is different. It's like a clear plastic, and that is new. It has the correct shifter with the reverse lockout. The center console is probably an 8 out of 10. It has a few light scratches. It's not beat up, but it's not perfect. 63 was the only year to have the silver cones in the middle of the gauges. They did away with that because in the Roadster, the sun would hit it and it would blind people. It's got new weather strips. The VIN number match engine, it's all detailed and correct. GM hoses, clamps, the right ignition shielding, the right carburetor with the right fuel filter, even has the little choke tube going down to the manifold. Everything is detailed, restored, and looks correct in this engine compartment here. Delco battery, the original style battery with spring clamp cables. It's a 300 horsepower. Fire it up for you. New correct style exhaust. It's a pretty distinct sound. Has the Wonderbar AM radio, and honestly, it works. The Wonderbar scans. I had a hard time getting reception, so it might be something in the antenna. I didn't have the antenna up. Maybe if I pull it up, that might be all it needs. But anyway, it functioned and drove really well. Visit volocars.com. We have a staff of people on there, plenty of ways to contact us. Let us answer whatever questions you have about the car, about shipping, about financing. If you want to see more pictures or video, just let us know. We will accommodate you with that. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and click on the bell icon. That way you'll see these videos as they're posted. I do appreciate everyone who's been watching. Hope you come back for more.